All right, try again here for the cushioning base. All right, the thing about the cushioning base is it's actually hard because you're going to have to do a lot of different things. Basically, most of the skills that you've already learned, you're putting into this one drawing. It's the last one where I'm going to give you explicit instruction like this for 2D at least. Um, and it's because your next assignment after this is the TCA. You're going to have 10 drawings in there that's going to incorporate a lot of things like the ones in this one. Okay, tan radius, construction lines, offset, circles, the whole gamut. All right. But if you can do this one, then you can do the TCA. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this and we got to plan it out a little bit. I'm going to draw the left side. I'm going to mirror it over. One of the things we're going to look at is how big this inner box is because I'm going to be doing things within that. All right. So this is 16 tall, and you can see it's half of 32, so it's 16 wide. So I go to rectangle, right? Rectangle, and I'm going to put a rectangle right in the middle here. That is 16 tab 16. And there's my center square. Okay, that's this part here. So I have this top line, this little edge, and this bottom line here, all done, ready to go. All right. From there, I am going to explode that because I want to keep those lines. I may want to offset from it, like I have other things I want to do. So I will start there. All right. First thing I might do is I might offset 4 up and 4 down. So that's offset. I'm going to use 4 a lot. So I will offset up and down and actually over to the left too, right? Correct. All right, because this one is also 4, that's 4, that's 4. All right, so I'm starting to get some of this stuff down. One other thing I know is this is at 45 degrees from this corner. So I will be drawing something that's exactly 45 degrees up. All right, so in order to do that, that's 180. So I got to subtract. So I will draw this at 135. That's where that goes. All right. That's going to give me the center of that. All right. So I'm just starting to figure out where everything's going. Um, I may want to extend some of these lines just to make sure that they're long enough. How long that one won't extend, but that's okay. All right. So this way I know that I have some ability to get some of these things done. All right. From within here, I know I got to draw a circle for the top. So I'm going to start doing that. That's a circle with radius. I'm actually going to draw a line that comes straight down 6. And I'm just doing that so that I have a point here that I can draw these circles at. Okay, one at 10 radius and one at 14 radius. So I find the endpoint there, draw this at 10, and then do it again. You'll see it lines up perfectly there. Do another one that lines up at 14. All right, so now I have this curve done and that curve done. All right. So they're a little bit in the way. I'm not overly worried about it, but just to make things seem a little bit easier, I'm going to at least delete some of these curves, okay, so that they're not quite blocking my view. All right, from here, I'm going to start working on this part. I can see that it's 6 wide, so I'm going to offset this 45-degree line at 3 because I'm going to do one that goes on that side and one that goes on that side. Let's see, what else can I do? I can now um, maybe draw, like figure out where this circle goes. I can see that it's 21 over and then it intersects with that line. So for that, I might just go from here straight over 21. And then from there, I'm just going to go straight up. All right. So because I went over 21 from the center, right, which is there, and I just went straight up, okay, I can sort of see where that intersects, and it should be 11 up, which I believe it is. Let's see. Right, from there to there is 11, right? So that's how we know that that's right. This hole has a 3-inch diameter, and then the outer one is a 6. So I will go here. Let's turn on intersect. Where are you, intersect? There it is. All right. So one there that's at 3, and another one that is at 1.5. All right, so we have those two done. All right. So now we're starting to get somewhere. Maybe I can work on this top part. Let's do tan radius at a 5. We'll go here, right. Tangent to here, 5, and then tangent to here, and there, 5. Okay, so now we can see how that's going to curve out. So let's just trim out some of these things, right? Just so that we know that we're getting it to a point where we're happy. All right, so we can sort of see how this top part is going to go, right? And there's a lot of lines in there that we're not going to need later, but we're just trying to get this so that that's done, okay? So that top part's done. Over here, I'm just going to try to remember where I put everything. I'm going to get rid of this line because I have a feeling that one's going to like get in my way. I don't need this line anymore. And now I need to think about this curve coming up at an angle, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is down here, I am going to extend this line. Oh, well, from here, I'm just going to draw a line that goes up at a 30-degree angle. I don't know how far. I'm going to go from there. I'm going to go plenty long enough. That's 180. So 30 is going to be 150. And there you go. All right. Now I'm going to offset that by 4 and draw a line that goes up like so. All right. So now I have these two lines. Coming down this way, I have this curve. So I'm going to go back to tan radius, tangent to that at 5. All right. Now this is the part where like it gets a little bit extra tricky. Uh, in Object Snap, I am going to turn off everything but tangent. All right. So I leave tangent on. And when I'm doing that is I'm going to line and I'm going to draw a line that's going to be tangent to the circle. You see, no matter where I put it, it's only going to touch the circle on one point because I want it to be perpendicular to that. All right. So I do that. Now in the middle of the command, I haven't clicked the other end. I'm going to turn off tangent and turn on perpendicular. And I'm going to make sure that it's perpendicular to that line. All right. So that makes this exactly 60, right? Because 30 plus 60 is 90. So now we're good. All right. From there, I can then offset this guy by 4. Bring that in. And now you can see how I'm like really working on this corner. All right. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to trim that so that I only have this curve. Now I have to do the same tan radius on this guy. So I will be tangent to that, 5. All right. And it's at this point that I'm pretty much done drawing, right? I have to do a lot of trimming though. So let's go in here and be careful. Don't forget anything. Good. All right. Don't need that. All right. This is where the dragging sort of comes in handy. All right. Don't need that. Go up here. See. Get rid of that guy and that guy. Over here, I am going to extend this line before I trim it. All right, because I know that that's going to end up there and it's going to end down there. So now when I go to trim, it's not going to cut out the whole circle, right? I just want to get rid of that part. Okay, now I don't care about it as much. All right, over here, I go there, get rid of those, get rid of those. Now we're going to make this nice. Get rid of that part. Up here, don't need this, that, and that. All right, I would say we're almost there. All right, I got to extend this one. All right, because this little notch comes out of there. All right, trim, get rid of that bit. All right, so we have all that and almost done. Okay, so now we have our exact half cushioning base, and the last step is to mirror. So we go up there, mirror, enter. I got to make sure that endpoints turn back on because I turned off everything before. from there to there. I'm going to say no because I want the whole thing. And there you go. I have my finished product. I will save it and then I will do what I need to do, which is save it